Hello the internet, this is Viperion, and this is not Minecraft, this is Invisible Ink by Clay Entertainment, these guys down here. This is a turn-based roguelike espionage game where you are controlling, at the beginning of the game, this guy by the name of Dickett, and this girl here, whose name is International, and without giving too much away, you are hacking into corporate databases, stealing their stuff, and generally making a nuisance of yourself. I've been watching this game in development for a little while now. There's been some playthroughs on YouTube and it came up on sale on Steam, and so I got it and I am going to play it through here. As you can see, I haven't played this yet. I've just gone through the tutorial and we're going to dive straight into the story. Now I'm going to go for experienced rather than beginner just because I've seen a few playthroughs. Rewinds, 3 rewinds per level, I believe. I'm only going to use those if I actually screw things up. I'm going to try and avoid using those altogether. Level retries, turning on... Sure, if I completely screw up a level, we'll turn level retries on. The rest of it I think we will leave as is, and let's go. Alright.
Get to the main server, collect the data, and get out. No detours.
Copy that, Central.
Proceeding to target. Insertion was clean. Alarm level holding steady. We need to get to the 3rd floor. We can make our way to the server room from there.
Any chatter on the comms?
Negative. It's silent on all frequencies.
They should have detected us by now.
Receiving priority 1 transmission.
They're onto you. Get out! Get out of there!
HQ compromised. We're going to need an extraction. I've got Incognita. Deckard and International are on their way.
Get to the roof. I'll cover you. Go!
Decker, how long till extraction?
30 seconds.
Get us out of here. We've got work to do.
Alright, so here we go. This is our agent selection screen. At the moment we just have Decker and International. You can unlock more of these agents as you play the game. Hopefully we'll run into a few of those along the way. This is a reasonably hard game, they tell me. You're more than likely going to fail the first time you play through it, but you will be unlocking things as you go, and those unlocks will remain available to you in the next playthrough. So here we have Decker. I'm not going to go too much into all this bits and pieces. You can pause this and read it if you really want to. The important things to know about Decker is he's slightly faster, and he has this modded cloaking rig which makes him completely invisible for a whole turn. International is more of a hacker, and she has this wireless emitter where she can detect and hack into things without having to be right next to them, which is quite handy. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight into the game. So, it's 2074 and corporations rule the world with brutal efficiency. They hit you hard and now you're on the run. You need to strike back, but you'll never win by force. Keep your agents alive with stealth and cunning. Raid the corpse facilities for tools and support, and prepare your team for the final showdown. The odds are stacked against you. You will fail, repeatedly, but each time you will learn more about your adversaries, and every restart generates a new world of dangers and opportunities. We have a tough job ahead of you, operator. Don't let us down.
Operator, are you there? Good. I was afraid you didn't make it out. Headquarters is gone. Most of our agents have been captured or killed, and our accounts all frozen. I don't know how the corporations found us, but you can bet they won't give up now that they've had a taste of blood. The jet's stealth rig should keep us hidden if we keep moving, but Incognita can't survive long on backup power. She's got 72 hours, tops. We need to mount a counterattack before then, or we'll be defenseless against their scans. If that happens, we may as well just crash this thing into the ocean. You've never seen the inside of a corporate deprogramming chamber. I won't see the inside of another. Incognita is scanning for targets of opportunity where we can replenish our supplies. Follow her leads and gather what resources you can. I'll run through our contacts and see what favors I can call in. We're going to need all of the advantages we can find in the coming days.
Alrighty, so these are the agents we have, and these are the programs Incognita has. Now Incognita is an AI that follows us around, and currently the two programs she has are Power Drip, which gives us 1 power a turn, and Lockpick, where we can break firewalls, and I'll show you how that works a little bit later. So we have 72 hours remaining. This is where our jet is. Currently we only have one target. It's the FTM Executive Terminals in Havana, and it's going to take us 12 hours to get there.
Executives are notoriously slack when it comes to network security, and their terminals are full of interesting information. We found a lightly guarded executive complex here. Get in, find the computer, and steal their contact list. Then we'll have our pick of future targets.
So, as she's just said here, if we can find this terminal and hack into that, we get a whole bunch of things all around the world, which we can then go and get more resources. Each time it takes, it's going to take 12 hours to get to Cuba. Every time we travel, it takes time off the clock, so we have a limited number of missions before we take on the last and final mission. So we're just going to go ahead and head straight to Cuba. Now this is a rogue. Thank you. This is a roguelike. It is procedurally generated, so every mission will be different every time. So here we are.
Bad news, operator. They caught us completely by surprise, so we have no firepower with us. The guards' weapons are gene-coded to their owner and useless to us. We're going to have to make do with what we can find along the way. We've beamed you through the security grid. You should be somewhere near the target, but you'll need to look for it. Get the list and find a transport pad to escape. But be quick about it. They noticed a disturbance when we ported in, and their alarm level is already rising.
Alrighty. So this is our objective, find this security terminal here. And secondary objective, get some cash. Okay, now this is a turn-based game, so there's nothing happening while I'm sitting here doing this. There's a whole bunch of things on here. The important things to note, Incognita up here. We've got our agents down here and all the actions that they can perform, and we've got the security level here. Now at the end of each of my turns, the security level will go up, and when it gets back around to the top, the middle number goes up and something happens. So more cameras might turn on, or we might get more guards, or all sorts of things could happen. So what I'm going to do here basically is I'm going to split these guys up. There seems to be 2 exits out of this room, so I'm going to go with Decker over here and have a peek through this door. And there we've got a console, a computer console, and you can hack that for more power. Power is what Incognita runs on to use her programs. So I'll go through that in a second. I can't see any red lines on the floor here, which would indicate that this room's being watched, so I'm just going to go ahead and open that door. I'm going to peek again. Once you peek through an open door, you can see the whole room usually. There we go. And there is in fact nothing else in this room except that other door. So I'm going to go through here, close the door, and that is the end of Decker's turn. So I'm going to switch here to Incognita. You can see here that her wireless scanner has told me there's a camera here, There's a console here for power, which she can hack remotely because of her augments. So I can do that from here, and you can also see that she gets, it's 1 power from the console plus 1 bonus because of who she is. If Dick had hacked that console, he would only get the 1 power. So I'm going to hack that. I'm going to go here, and she's picked up something else here. Oh, that's what we're after in the first door. Oh, not quite, you have to go through here. Now these red lines mean something is watching this area. Chances are it's this camera that International has picked up. So we can go into incognito view here. We've got 12 power, and using our lockpick we can break that camera, which gives it to us. The executive access terminal, obviously we're going to need to access that at some point, so we might as well hack that now. And a nano fabricator in this room too. This gives us upgrades if we can afford to buy them. Now we don't have a ton of money, but we'll still hack that and see what we can find. So that's our objective there. Now that's half of what you've got to do. The other thing you have to do is find the teleporter, the exit. So hopefully that's over where Decker is looking over in this direction here. And of course there will be guards floating around the place. Now that I've hacked this camera, it belongs to us, so we can see whatever it sees. So we can see that there's nothing else in this room, so I'm going to go ahead and open that door, move International over to here. And I might have a look at that next turn, but they're both out of action points, so I'll go ahead and end the turn. We didn't hear any guards moving around, and that's telling you about the security level. And so on and so forth. I think it gets as high as 6, but we're not going to need to get anywhere near that high, I don't think. Alright, so I'm intrigued about this thing here, so we're going to go here, have a look at this. So what do we have? We have a charge pack. Weapons capable of penetrating corporate armor require expensive and unstable energy packs. Refills a weapon's ammo or reduces an item's cooldown. One use only. So over here you can see that she has a neural shocker. There it is, neural disruptor. It's got a 3-turn cooldown and knocks a guard out. It doesn't have any kind of armor penetrating ability or anything like that. And this seems to reduce the cooldown on a 1 use. I don't think that's worth the money, especially since we only have 500. Medgel. So a medgel capsule, 1-time use, revives a dying agent. That can be very useful as well. You are wandering around with no armor. If you get shot, you go down. That's as simple as it gets. So this will revive a dying agent, which can be very, very handy. An econ chip. The SHL routine is a complex account processing algorithm that gets very creative with decimal points. Collects credits from consoles instead of power. 50 credits per power point. Requires speed level 2. Now Decker does have speed level 2, but I don't think that's worth it. I think I'm going to need power a lot more than I'm going to need credits, especially when it costs 800 credits to begin with. Scan chip. Initially a search and destroy virus protection device, its software development team couldn't keep up in the virtual space Cold War. Still makes for a useful diagnostic tool. Reveals hidden daemons and identifies its type on mainframe devices. Requires speed level 2. Now this one may actually be worth it. The demons, you saw me hacking those firewalls before. Occasionally they can be, especially in the higher levels, they can be protected by daemons. And so when you hack the console, something bad happens to you. And for 100 credits, this will tell me exactly what it does, which might help with my planning. So I may get Decker to come over here and buy this. Then we have the drilling DART, totally not dart. Tiny servo motors propel the syringe deep within the target's tissue before delivering its payload, resulting in a more effective drug delivery. Ranged targets, armor piercing 1, KO damage. That's amazing. That is absolutely incredible, and we can't afford it. I would love to have one of those. Any kind of ranged weapon. These neural disruptors are a melee weapon. You have to be right beside it. So being able to knock guards out at range would be incredible. And we have protective brawling. Protective brawling gives full control of the somatic muscles and sensorium to an advanced combat AI. The host consciousness is kept distracted with a combination of soothing nature scenes and chamber music. Gain 6 AP. Melee. this effect triggers after this agent successfully knocks out an enemy with a melee attack. So essentially it's an augment. You can install it in your person, and the first time they knock someone out they gain an extra 6 AP, which is what you use to do things. That seems very good as well. But for 300 credits at this stage of the game, ooh, that's really tempting. Maybe I'll get Decker to buy this. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that. And yes, we will install that as well. So there we go. So we only have 200 credits left, but that's okay. And then we will install International over here, and we'll go over to Decker. He will go here. We'll grab some power off of this, and we'll have a peek if we can. Yep, we'll have a peek through that door. See, there's a camera here, so I'll hack that. Yeah, there's something over there as well. There doesn't appear to be any doors out of here or anything interesting going on. So it looks like we may have to go out through this way in any case. So, I'm gonna open that door. There's definitely nothing there, including guards, which is good. Alright, so Decker, you can move back through here, close that door again, and come over here. And that is the end of the turn. Very quiet so far, but that's okay. Hold Alt in order to get a better view of the map. Alright, so what does that look like? It shows you all the pieces of cover and all sorts of things that are going on there. That's cool. Alright, now I'm going to sprint with Decker just so I can get him to here for this turn. When you sprint it makes a lot of noise, but there are no guards in here or we would have heard their footsteps by now, so I think that's going to be fairly safe. So we'll sprint Decker to there. He has 2 AP left, so we'll get him to peek in the room. There's a lot of stuff in that room, but none of it is of any particular danger, which is pretty good for me. So I will open the door.
The executive terminal is the large device with the simplified controls. There.
Yes, thank you, Control. I got that. We will go straight to International, who will go... I'm just going to rotate this view so we can see what we're doing here. And we do that. I'm going to move her to there. Hack that while we're here. And let's break into this. Site list. Awesome. So that
Good
is...
job. You've got the site list. They noticed you poking about and have changed up their patrols. Be careful on your way out.
Okay, well we know that there are no doors and no guards on this side here, so we are not particularly worried about that at this stage. So I'm going to move International to here. You can see if I hover there, there is a shield just on the other side of that table. The shield icon just pops up in here. That means that she has cover in the opposite direction. So if someone comes through that door, they won't be able to see her. So I'm not too worried about that. So she can go there. We'll just reselect Decker for a second and reclose that door. And we'll go and see what happens. Still can't hear any guards. Alright, so Decker, my man. You can go here. Alright. There's a guard. So we've got a guard and a camera. So again, if we hack that camera, make it ours. There's 2 guards, in fact. And we may as well, we have the power, we'll hack that as well. Wow, I was not expecting that. Okay, so that tells us where all of the power consoles are here. So aside from anything else, that can tell us where the rooms are. So there's one on the other side of that door. That red line there is a locked door. Chances are that one of those 2 guards has a pass key, which will get us through that. Now Decker has 1 AP left, and so I can go on this guard and I can observe his movements, and he is not moving. He is going to investigate that space there, but it doesn't appear that he's actually moving anywhere, which is good. So Decker can just stay there for the time being. International can go here, and I want you, my dear, move that view around, and we'll move it around again. I want you to predict this guard's movement. Now he is patrolling, and he's going to go right through that door. That is a problem. Well, he's going to go right, yes, he is going to go right through the door. He's going to end up right where Dick is going. This could make things interesting. Okay, Decker, go in ambush mode. So as soon as that door opens, get him. Now that guard will see that. So he's probably going to... He won't do anything the turn he sees it, so I think we'll be okay. I'm going to put International on ambush mode as well and see what happens there. Alright, this could be interesting. Let's see.
Investigating area. Must be imagining things.
Hi there. How you doing? Okay.
Intruder.
Yep, there we go. Getting spotted. A guard is about to shoot your agent. Your agent has a chance to escape by quickly hiding behind any cover, one square away, or by having another agent give support. Alright.
Alarm level 1.
Alright, alarm level 1 while we're
Visual
here.
cameras activated.
Activating cameras, I'm not too worried about that. I am not worried about additional cameras. Okay, so this is where we have to be careful. I am in direct view of a guard. If I do anything except get out of his line of sight, either by moving here or closing the door, he will shoot me and I will die. So let's just do the intelligent thing.
Damn it, they got away.
And close the door. Yeah, damn right I got away. Alright, let's select Decker here. Let's steal his hard-won money. Oh, and of course Decker has the modded cloaking rig, so he could have gone invisible for a turn as well. We're going to drag the body, and we're going to move it to here. And we're going to let him go. Now you see here it says pin and 3. The neural disruptor knocks them out for 3 turns. If you're sitting on them, that 3-turn clock doesn't go down, it stays where it is. So this guard is obviously going to come here and investigate this, so we're going to go to you, make sure you're still on ambush mode, which with her new augment will give her 6 more action points when she stuns the guard, and I think we're just going to let this guard come and get shocked.
They're through here.
Hi there! How you doing? You good? Okay, so that went very well, exactly the way I wanted it to go. Alright, so we are on International, we will steal, there's the security pass card, fantastic, and another 80 credits. Now, I have not forgotten about the nanofabricator over here. I'm wondering if it's worth Decker's time to go here, get the thing and come back so that I can see what the daemons are later on in the game. It's very tempting. When these guards wake up, they're going to start patrolling more aggressively. They're going to look for the people who knocked them out. So, yeah, I think I will. Unfortunately, I can't quite get there this turn. I could run, actually, because the guards are already out. So let's go here. Let's go on to this. Can't afford that, which is a damn shame. But I am going to get the scan chip. And he is now out of empty slots. I think you can buy... You can open up these slots with cash. I'm not entirely sure how. But he has that now, and he may as well start heading back that way. Now International has 14 AP because... Oops. I'm not going to use a rewind on that. Because of the extra 6 that she got from knocking that guard out. So she's going to go all the way over to here. And we're going to get power off that. And we're going to get power off that. Now, this is a power supply. It doesn't say what it's a power supply for. It could be any number of things. can't see anything immediately here. So what I might do, just to be safe, is hack this with incognito. Ah, there we go, and it turned off a security gate there. Now I can turn that back on if I want to. It'll be a laser tripwire gate, but as far as I understand, can I hack that with incognito, or is she too far away? Ah, she's too far away. With international, I mean. I can turn those gates back on, but the security guards can just go through them in any case, so it doesn't make too much difference. So we're going to peek through here. There is another guard here, and I don't see the exit yet. Alright, peek through this door. Can't see anything through there. That looks like a very small room. She's got 1 AP left, so let's open that door. Yeah, it's just a little tiny room. Alright, that might be good to hide in later.
Warning.
We'll put you... of course her weapon is still on cooldown. Yep, I think next turn I'm going to run Decker through to here and close this door. I'm going to leave this door open on the off chance that these two guards are going to go through here. They're going to see the open door and investigate that way. Otherwise we could be in a bit of trouble, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so he's going that way, that's good. Alright, so far so good. So he's down here somewhere. We don't have a handy camera to hack somewhere. Let's go in here. Close that door behind her. Let's have a peek through this door. No! Oh, that was a mistake. Keep right clicking instead of left clicking, but I think we're okay. I can hack that somewhere as well. 6 power. Okay, so we are full up on power with incognito. He must have gone through that door. Now if she goes here, he's actually not going to see her as he goes past. He's going to go to there. Her weapon will be ready again and she can shock him on the way through. Don't use that button, use this button. Or, she's only got 2 AP left, she can get to that door. Yeah, I think she needs to go to here, actually, and just hide here for a bit. Alright, Decker, again, can run. He can run straight past those guards to here. He can't close the door. Oh, broken. The guard broke the door down. Ha! Neat. Okay, in which case they're out for another turn each anyway. What was through there? It doesn't look like there's anything of any interest in there unless there's a doorway right here that I can't see. But I would imagine we either have to go out this way or this way. Yeah, that's not a bad view to do that with. So I will just run Decker to here and end the turn. Here comes the guard. Oh, he doesn't come all the way. Well, that's quite good. Alright, so now that door does go all the way through there, so I could come up behind this guard with Decker and get the guy. In fact, I think that might be what I do. So go to here, have a peek. There's the guard. If I turn this around, yeah, actually I can't get him from there. I have to get him from the other direction. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. I can go to here and I can get him from there. Let's do that. Uh-oh. Not in range. I needed to be there. Went one too far. Alright, let's rewind that. back to the start of your previous turn, which is a little annoying actually, because that's quite some time ago, but that's alright. Okay, so he... alright, the map's been rotated, that's what threw me. Alright, so Decker can run to there. International, unlock that door, go to here, peek through that door, and I may as well move her to here. Which will be just as much out of sight of the guard. Alright. Guard comes back. We'll go to Decker. He will go to here and to here and get this guy and sit on that guy. I didn't close the door on the way past. That will be an issue. Alright, so we'll waste a little bit of time going back here and closing the door, and then going to here. Alright. So I'm kind of betting at the moment that the way out is through this door rather than the other. So let's go with International and have a look. And it is! That is the exit. Now you do get bonus points and also obviously more stuff if I was to have a look through this door, but given that both of these guards are now patrolling and I'm sitting on another knocked out one, I'm just going to go as far as I can. How far can you go? You've got 2 AP left, so you can go to there. And Decker, you can actually make it out. And we'll end the turn. Those 2 guards won't get to International this turn. Alright, so at level 2 all the firewalls get increased. Shut up! So all the firewalls are increased. That means if I was going to hack something... Thank you. I don't know why I'm in that view. If I was going to hack something like a camera, instead of having 1 firewall it would have 2, so it would take 4 power instead of 2 power, but that's okay. All we're doing this turn is leaving, so we're both in the elevator and we'll exit the level.
Excellent work, Operator. Now to sift through the data and find the juiciest targets.
So there we go. So we missed 1 camera, we actually got everything else. I'm pretty happy with that. We missed 1 camera, but obviously we didn't miss any data terminals or anything like that, so I am very happy with the way that went. Okay, so this is our upgrade screen. We have 290 credits, which is not enough to upgrade anybody for anything. I do want to increase International's speed, and possibly I'll look at Anarchy at some point. When you're, as you can see there, down on this line here, when I hover over Anarchy, you can see at level 0 you can steal from knocked out guards. At level 2 you can steal from behind guards, you don't have to knock them out, and so on and so on, and you get better with weapons as well. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with how that mission went.
I've re-established contact with Monster. His network picked up the attack just before it hit us, and we're working to trace it back to the source. In the meantime, he's offered to sell us some of his more rarefied stock.
Monster's the guy who said, "You've been found."
Don't often perform transactions face to face, but Gladstone is an old friend. I'll contact you when anything becomes available.
Thank you, Monster. If we find their central server, we may be able to bring them down, or at least distract them long enough that they lose our trail. Continue scavenging operations, and I'll keep you posted as more intel develops.
Alright, so now that we've been to that databank, we have all these missions available, and we have a cybernetics lab in Porto Alegre, Porto Alegre, I think. We have a security dispatch at Algiers. We have more executive terminals in Bangkok. And we have a cybernetics lab in Christchurch. Now, as it happens, I live in Dunedin, which is right about there. So I am of a mind to fly to Christchurch, even though it's another 12 hours away. But we will leave that for the next episode. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.